Hey guys, X-Wing Expertise here, back with another video. Today we are doing some X-Wing news. A new article was dropped today on Fantasy Flight Games' website, and it released some new information about the Kimogila fighter for the Scum faction. So I'm just going to go over some of the new cards, give my opinion on them, so let's get right into it. So first of all, let's look at the Kimogila in its most basic form, the Cartel Brute. It has a pilot skill of 3, has 3 attack, 1 agility, 6 hull, and 2 shields. So it's fairly beefy. Got 8 health total. With that 1 agility, that's going to be a little annoying. But the 3 attack is going to be really nice, especially with its bullseye firing arc, which you guys already know about. If we take a look at its action bar, it's got basic focus and target lock. It's got a barrel roll to try to get that arc in to better, and it's got the new reload action. If you don't know how the reload action works, you can take an action and flip over one of your used missiles or torpedoes. So you can constantly be using all of those munitions that you've brought up, so they're really cool. And then on his upgrade bar, he has the torpedo slot, the missile slot, the the salvaged astromech, and the illicit slot. So, and that's all for 22 points at its base stand. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a lot of stuff for only 22 points. So I think this is going to be a really interesting ship when it drops. We got the next pilot, Daylen Oboro. He is the first unique pilot. He is at a pilot skill of 7, and he gains that elite pilot talent down below. And his ability reads, at the start of the combat phase, you may acquire a target lock on an enemy ship inside your bullseye firing arc at range 1 to 3. I think this is a great ability. If you already have them lined up in your bullseye arc, which is ideally what you want, you already get that target lock on them for all your munitions, your torpedoes, your missiles. You already got that with him, and it just makes them so vulnerable when they're in that bullseye firing arc. So Daylen Oboro, really awesome pilot. I think he's going to be really great in the Kimogila. We got a new illicit, and I am very excited about this one. I think that this is going to be an illicit that is widely used around because it's just so cool. It is 1 cost, and it is called Contraband Cybernetics. It reads, when you become the active ship during the activation phase, you may discard this card and receive 1 stress token. If you do, until the end of the round, you may perform actions and red maneuvers even while you are stressed. So a one-time use where you can ignore stress. This is essentially the pilot Tycho for the A-Wing and Hera Syndulla, the crew, combined into one, and you get it all for 1 turn. You can take actions while you are stressed, which is an amazing ability, and you can also do red maneuvers. So you can do a K-turn and still do an action, or if you already have stress, you can still do a K-turn and then take your action, and it's just such a great card for 1 cost. And then especially if you want to put Jabba on another ship nearby, you can give that 1 more use, and you get 2 uses out of that. And for just 1 cost in the illicit slot, I think this is going to be a very great illicit, and I'm really excited about this one. We've already seen this pilot. You could have read his card, but it says he is Taurani Kulda, and he is pilot skill 8. He says, after you perform an attack, each enemy ship inside your bullseye firing arc at range 1 to 3 must choose to either suffer 1 damage or remove all of its focus and evade tokens. Again, I think this is a really great pilot for the Kimogila, utilizing its bullseye firing arc, always wanting to get the enemy in there, and if you do, it's going to pay off because that enemy is going to suffer dearly, either if it's with Daylen Oboro with the target lock that's getting on them, or with Taurani, a free damage or lose all of its focus and evade tokens. That is brutal. I think this is going to be a great pilot. And Taurani Kulda is 27 points and also has the EPT. Now, if we want to take a look at the title, this has also probably been seen, but I just want to go over this as well. It's a 1-point title for the Kimogila fighter, obviously. It is called Enforcer. It says, after defending, if the attacker is inside your bullseye firing arc, it receives 1 stress token. This just even makes it so much more. You already are beaten down on them with the effects of the bullseye targeting, with the bullseye firing arc. You got the effects of Daylen Oboro and Taurani if you are using them in the bullseye firing arc. And then on top of this, if you have this title, after defending the attackers inside your Bullseye firing arc, it receives a stress token. Guys, the bullseye firing arc is very dangerous, and if you're fighting a Kimogila, you want to stay out of that at all costs. And if you are Kimogila, you want to try to get them in that bullseye firing arc as much as possible, because it is going to be very, very deadly. So, thank you guys for watching this news, and we'll see you next time.